Hello, everybody. This is McKinney-Poncé. We're on a panel dealing with the future of Black theater in terms of new media. And on the call, we have some phenomenal performers, producers. We have Alicia Joy Powell. You know her as Nanny Alicia on The Mysteries of Laura, Desperate Housewives, Everybody Hates Chris, The Sitter. She's an actress, singer, stand-up comic, writer, jewelry designer for her line My Divitude collection.
Yes.
Welcome, Alicia Joy Powell.
Thank you.
Amazing choreographer. Juilliard, Alvin Ailey, Dance Theater of Harlem. He's working on Ma'afa for Delaware right now, and also Nat Turner for the Brooklyn School of Performing Arts. He's worked overseas in Brussels, and he's even done opera. Welcome, Obadiah.
How are you? Thank you for having me.
Also, we have QB Actress. She is an award-winning actress and producer for the Beverly Hills short. She produced Shanika's Redemption and won an award for that. She's an actress for film, television, stage, Shakespeare. She's even a model, and now she's also playing in Soul Hop Live. Welcome, QB Actress.
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm McKinney-Poncé, and we have you all here to discuss how does an actor or a performing artist or producer merge what's been given to us by organizations like Frank Silvera's Writers Workshop, the Negro Ensemble Company, NBT, New Federal Theater, help artists and have produced arts and continue to do it and continue to grow. How does an artist take what they've given you and then bring it into the new world of new media and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Vines? How does an artist bring excellence to that new content and bridge the gap?
Okay. One of the things that has to be done is the recognition of where you came from, where you studied, the opportunities that you were given. And there's so much social media out here that you can get a volunteer or a team to help you manage the day-to-day running of the social media. It helps you because as an artist, as a producer, as a director, you are so busy trying to grind out the work and get onto the next project. Once the project is up and running, you really do need somebody, a team, some friends, someone to help to support what you've done because the demands of social media is so intense right now.
I agree with that statement. I mean, I never wanted to be that exposed. And I was always on Facebook, but, I never wanted to be on Twitter, and I'm still fighting Instagram. A girlfriend of mine, Yvette Nicole Brown, who's had a great career in TV, she was on Community. She's now on The Odd Couple. She was telling me the importance, of Twitter. And I didn't get that first, but since I've been on Mysteries of Laura, one of the things that I've been doing is live tweeting during the shows, even the episodes that I have not been in. And because of that, I have built a very strong fan base. And because of that, the executive producers of the show notice that I'm doing that and consider me a team player, and has really solidified my place on that show.
Wow.
I just had a conversation with the showrunner, the executive producer and showrunner and writer of the show, and he said, I see you. He said, I see what you're doing. He said, I see you on there even when your episodes are not running, and that is priceless to me. And you don't have to worry about anything. You're not going anywhere. All we have to be concerned about is if you're going to get picked up for the second season, which I believe we will. But he's like, you're not going anywhere. We got plans for you. So it has helped my fan base that way.
Well, you certainly just untwisted my arm about Twitter because I was resistant. I only Facebook and actually LinkedIn has helped me a bit. Maybe 2 years ago, I was working on a film, Black Nativity, and the casting director.
Yes, I did amazing
casting. You must get your Twitter numbers up. I was like, Twinkie, I just don't have time. She said, you must. So, okay, so I get it. Thank you very much.
So QB, what do you think is the importance of excellence in new media? Is it important to train?
Yeah, and places like Frank Silvera, they gave me my first real, at 18, I had my first leading role with Frank Silvera. And to pass it forward, to learn those skills and techniques that I learned from them and that Writers Workshop can help us to create our own workshops to bring in new art, train new actors, and let them know that it's just not about making money, but it's about making good art and great art. And now that we have these other platforms, YouTube and Facebook and the Instagrams and, other types of social media. LinkedIn also, where you can put up your videos and stuff so people can see the good work that you're creating and not just trying to make a buck. It's about sending a message and saying that we are here, recognize who we are, and how Alicia, that lady, whoever wrote the article and said there's too much diversity, makes no sense considering how the Oscars ran for years.
Absolutely.
You never saw a lot of diversity on any of the award shows. Let's just keep that, real. And now all of a sudden you see 3 extra shows with people of color and all of a sudden there's too much diversity. I'm confused. We still have BET and
I really think the backlash is how explosive Empire is. I think there's a couple of white folks that's a little mad about that.
I agree with you there, but sometimes to me, Empire doesn't always put us in a good light. We don't want to always be seen as the ex-drug dealer trying to run an empire, still doing drug deals on the side, trying to make his company legit by laundering money and ruining his family and killing people. I mean, are those types of images that we always want? That's how the media already sees us, and I understand that's part of some people's reality, but we don't want it to always be that reality because it's not everybody's reality.
Definitely not, and not always. I do believe that we have, especially right now, we have a lot of different stories on. But it is our responsibility to tell our stories, So as long as we're not putting money up, what can you say? We need to come together and not be individualized and pool our resources so that we can produce. And we can put the stories out there that we need to. Because until we start writing our own stories and putting money behind it, what can you say? Honestly.
We can't say much.
That's all right. And it's so exciting because to have you all here because we all have something in common. We all work with Negro Ensemble Company, which has always been about excellence in theater. People like Angela Bassett and Sam Jackson and Lawrence Fishburne came through NEC in the 60s, in the 70s and 80s, and the two of you were in my class, weren't you? Alicia and QB. I'm just so amazed and proud that now you can be my role models, in what you're doing. It's so great. And Obadiah, you're about to teach at Negro Ensemble Company along with myself.
Yes, and I'm going to choreograph
that
a play there too. So that's going to be fun. But I just want to jump back to what you were saying about us galvanizing ourselves and pooling our resources to do things. There is not enough of that, and we have to figure out what that formula is, and we have to figure out what that science is. Some of us are doing it, but a lot of times it comes from the too many crabs in the bottom of the barrel syndrome. So we have to get out of that. The ones that get out.
What can we actually do in the real world? Like, what can an organization start to do to fill that gap?
Continuing to put ourselves out there, continuing to network. You just got to make it happen. You can't wait for someone. There is no great white hope in theater. There's no great white hope anywhere in anything. You got to get out and you got to do the work and you got to make it happen. I work, in theater, film, television. So now I just finished doing a project about Nat Turner. So here's the question now. You've got a project like Empire and you got a project like Nat Turner. Which one is more television worthy is the question now. And then how do the new writers, what kind of material of substance do you put out for the masses to see? That's always the question, because there are wonderful writers out here that need their story told. So we need new scripts. We need producers. It's the age-old thing. We need producers. We need investors. We need to galvanize. So the more we keep talking about it, the more it begins to circulate itself amongst the people that vibrate to that frequency.
That's fabulous. Obadiah Wright, Alicia Joy Powell, and QB actress. This is McKinney-Poncé on the future of theater as well as new media for artists of color. Thank you so much.
Can I just say one thing? As the only male on this conversation, I just want to thank you, sisters, for being so positive. I just want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
We can talk about this stuff all day.
Any last words, anybody? For you guys, for you ladies?
I just wanted to say, I think one thing about when we get together and we try to organize something, the lack of communication and how people get into their feelings makes that crab of a barrel thing start happening. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody misinterprets somebody, and then you're like, that's not what I meant, that wasn't my intention, and then projects fall apart. So as long as we keep our communication open and people understand each other's intentions, I think that will help us to progress forward and be able to get through projects together instead of saying, I'm just waiting for this person to give me the money, and I'm going to leave y'all because I got a better deal on this side. You know what I'm saying?
And then how about you, Alicia?
What's been resonating with me for the last several years is about telling our stories. It's very, very important for us to take our power back and tell our stories. That's the only way we're going to be able to have depth. And at the end of the day, it's not about an individual. It's about our history. It's about the people who came before us and the richness of who we are. I wrote a one-woman show, and I'm realizing that in the stories that I'm telling. And we have to have ownership of that.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Alicia Joy Powell, QB actress, Obadiah Wright. Thank you. This is McKinney-Poncé on the future of Black theater and Black media.